Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a bittersweet day because today is the wrap-up finale part 5 of my makeup declutter series. Today we are going to be going through my lip product collection, and this is the last part in my makeup declutter series. If you missed any of the previous declutter series and you're wanting to catch up, I'll have it linked down below where I go through my entire makeup collection other than lip products essentially. Like I said, we'll be going through lip products today. I'll be honest, I did not film lip balm or lip gloss just because for the most part I feel like I can get use out of all of my lip glosses slash lip balms, and there were only 8 that I decluttered out of both lip gloss and lip balm combined. And if you combine those two within my collection, I have like close to 80, possibly 90 products. And I was over decluttering, I was over swatching, all of that stuff. So the lip products that I've decided to declutter out of my lip gloss collection specifically, I have a Buxom lip gloss in the shade Emma. I have quite a few other Buxom lip glosses in my collection I'm trying to get through, and these take a while to get through because it's not a lip gloss formula you're constantly reapplying. It is the, what formula is this? The full-on lip polish, and it obviously like plumps your lips, so it's not like one of those lip glosses you use as like a comfort gloss to like keep your lips hydrated if you don't have a balm, but like it's just not one of those glosses. This is also, so the shade Emma, maybe I'll swatch the ones that every time I swatch, even when I've edited my declutter series, I'm like, oh, why did I declutter that? Because I see the swatch and I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. But here is the shade Emma. I still have like 3 or 4, at least 3 Buxom lip glosses in my collection, and I worked on a Buxom lip gloss for almost the first half of the year trying to declutter it, so I'm getting rid of that. Also, my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, I don't even know the shade of this, it's worn off. Part of me wants to say it's in the shade Kristen, but I might be wrong. It's this like grape color, but it has like a gold reflect. Literally just not the type of shade that I'm gonna wear. Tried to use that, couldn't get use out of it. I have a Clarins lip oil I'll be decluttering. This is in the shade 8 Burgundy Wine. This is one of the like metallic slash shimmer lip oils. I'll be honest, I prefer just the original Clarins lip oil to the metallic version, but I kept like 3 or 4 of the like shiny metallics. And this is just because it's a lip oil, I like to just like lather it on my lips, but it is like a pigmented shade, so I don't feel comfortable. Like, it's not one of those lip oils I can trust to just like look okay. Like, I feel like I'll put this on and it'll end up on my forehead without me even knowing, and it'll look ridiculous. So I'm decluttering that. I also have a Dose of Colors lipstick. Lip gloss that I will be decluttering. I have been trying to like unofficially pan the Can You Not shade in the Dose of Colors lip gloss formula, and I did finish off, I can't remember if it was this year or last year that I finished off another Dose of Colors lip gloss, and it literally took me for freaking ever. There's so much product in this, and so I have this, again, I don't know the shade. I don't know the shade. I'm not even going to try and guess, but it is this really pink shade, and the Dose of Colors lip gloss formula is a little bit more pigmented rather than like a sheer gloss. So again, I feel like I have to be a little bit more careful with it, and it's also a little bit thicker and stickier, so it's just not the most comfortable lip gloss formula to wear. I have some lip glosses that are like my car lip gloss where I'll like constantly reapply it if I'm like driving home to visit my mom or my sister. This is not one of those that I like as my car lip gloss because it's thicker and just like not comfortable. It's one of those glosses that like when it's on my lips, I feel like I constantly am going like, do you know what I mean? Like, not the most comfortable. I'm also decluttering, whoopsies. I'm also decluttering this Rare Beauty lip balm, dewy lip balm in the shade Support. This does not feel like it hydrates my lips, and it's a lip balm, but it's this very pigmented lip balm. Cannot trust it to save the life of me. With lip balms, it's like I, again, really like to lather it on, but this is a very pigmented lip balm that cannot be trusted. and it's not a formula that feels like nourishing or hydrating, not something like worth keeping around and putting forth the extra effort to like be careful with it because it is more pigmented. So I will be decluttering that. And then the final two declutters, I have this one from Tarte. This is the H2O gloss in the shade Zipline. I have a couple, I have gone through a full size of the Tarte H2O gloss before. This is another stickier, more pigmented formula. And I do believe I still have one other shade still in my collection. This is what Zipline looks like. It's a really beautiful like orangey peach shade, but again, more pigmented, a little bit sticky. So I feel like when I use this, I have to be careful with the application. And my daughter loves this lip gloss. Like whenever she's like, mommy, can we play makeup? This is like one of the first products she grabs. So I'm gonna declutter this to her because I feel like she will love it and get way more use out of it than I will. And then finally, the last product I'm decluttering is this one from It Cosmetics. It's the Je ne sais quoi. I don't know, like lip gloss, lip, whatever they call this. I just don't love, why is this not, oh, there we go. I'm like, why is this not twisting? I'm not twisting the right component. This is kind of similar to, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of similar to the Buxom lip gloss in that it almost has this like celestial finish to it, and it ends up looking just like almost white on my lips. It just doesn't look like a natural lip color. It's just not a flattering shade on my lips. And I thought I would force myself to just use this because the formula is pretty thin. It's not like an uncomfortable formula, but I just don't like the shade on my lips. And now that I have it swatched, again, I'm like, should I keep it? But I'm not going to. This is getting decluttered. So those are the lip glosses / lip balms I'm decluttering. Now let's get into all of the other lip products. We'll go through my lip liner collection, my lipstick collection, and my liquid lipstick collection. I'll be swatching everything for you and you'll see what products I'll be decluttering. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you have project painting content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. We'll be starting a palette week tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. So if you like palette themed content and you're not subscribed, we'd love if you would subscribe. Other than that, I do have a book channel as well. If books are more your thing other than makeup, that'll be linked in the description box. And truly, other than that, let's just get into this finale of my makeup declutter. I'm starting with lip liner because I feel the least attachment to these out of all my lip products. There's still 20 of them here. How do we want to do this? Okay, I know I clearly just filmed my eye declutter. Oh, this is the wrong side. So my hand is like stained and it's probably gonna get worse now. I definitely know I'm gonna be keeping this. This is newer to my collection. It's from Makeup by Mario and it's in the shade Dimitri. I love a good like cool toned pinky brown nude. So let's swatch all of these kind of beside one another. So I have this one from ColourPop. This is in the shade Ashton. It came out with, I think, like the It's Just Taupe collection, I believe. Now this is a little bit more brown than I would typically go. Plus I've lost, well, I actually lost the cap to the Malibu Barbie pencil, but wanted to keep that, so I put this cap on here. I don't, but for a 90s lip, I might want to keep this. This is going in the maybe pile. This I know I'm going to keep. This is from the Malibu Barbie collection. This is in the shade Golden Beach. This is a really beautiful pink shade, so I'm definitely keeping that. I'm definitely going to keep both of my MAC lip liners. I have the shades Whirl, which is the one I just swatched, and then I also have Strip Down, which is more of like a warm nude. Really like the MAC lip liners. What else do we have? Let's swatch my other ColourPop like cool toned brown. This is in Cool BFF. Definitely like this one more than this one. Actually, yeah, if I want a 90s lip, I can just go with this. This is like way too cool toned. So I'm gonna keep Cool BFF, but then I'm going to declutter this one, which is in Ashton. Let's see, I have some old Kylie lip liners talking about cool toned nudes. Let's see, I have the shade Malibu, which actually might be more warm toned. Is that super similar to anything? I mean, yes, but no. It's actually probably most similar to MAC Strip Down. I'm gonna keep this one from Kylie. I do like this one in the shade Malibu. What other Kylie ones do I have? Okay, I have Ginger from Kylie. The Kylie, like, the Kylie and ColourPop, like, actual product packaging annoys me so much. This is in Ginger. This is a really pretty shade. Again, pretty similar to Malibu and Stripped Down, but I'm gonna keep this one as well. What else do I have? I have this one from Ofra in the shade Wine. I never reach for that. This is gonna be a maybe. Let's see how it compares to this IBY in Blush. Okay, IBY in Blush is definitely more of a berry tone, but this is definitely not like a lip liner or even a lipstick shade that I reach for that much. So I feel like I can confidently declutter IBY in Blush. This one, oh, this Inglot one I don't think will be going anywhere. This is in the shade 318. This is a really fun, like, cool tone pink. I don't feel like I have anything like that in my lip liner collection. It's a really nice, like, glidey pencil formula as well, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm also for sure keeping Vive Velvet Sands, which is a really beautiful nude shade. I like the formula on that as well. Everlasting in the shade Lolita. Was this Kat Von D or KVD? This might be when I switched to KVD. I don't know. There is the Lolita. I mean, that's just a shade I'll use, and that's really, really glidey and nice still as well. So I have no reason to declutter that per se, so I'm gonna keep that. This one from Jante Blue in the shade Dark Natural. I remember really liking when I was trying to pan this. Yeah, I do really like that. I mean, it's really similar to just about everything I have, but I'm gonna keep that one from Jante Blue as well. Let me swatch, what's this? Oh yeah, this is ColourPop Beeper. This is a really beautiful, cool toned, brownie mauve-y shade. I'm gonna keep that as well. We're doing so great on the lip liners. I said we're starting with this because I don't feel attached to these, but then I like can't get myself to declutter anything. You know, in the spirit of decluttering, I will declutter this wine. Well, actually, hold on. Do I want to? Maybe I really don't want to. That's a nice rosy pink. I'm gonna keep Wine from Ofra. Never mind, not in the spirit of decluttering. Keeping this. Okay, so then let's swatch my e.l.f. Love Triangle lip fillers. I really like this product, but do I need all three? So this is in the shade Mauve right here, which I really like. Next I have the shade Soft Pink, which is actually really similar to Ofra Wine, right? Similar but different, okay. And then I have Light Brown. I feel like I can get rid of Light Brown because I have enough other similar shades. So I'm gonna declutter e.l.f. Light Brown. We can declutter that. The other two I will probably keep. So setting those up here. Let's see, 20% of, what am I thinking? 20% of 20 would be decluttering 4. So then let's swatch my two reds, which I never reach for a red lip liner, even when I do like a true red like lipstick. So I don't know why I even keep these around. Okay, so I have, ooh, both are so pretty and they're actually so different. I really like this one from Tarte for like the fall. Okay, this is in the shade, what is it? Oh, I was reading this upside down. It's in the shade Squad, but I was reading it upside down as Penbus. Okay. Do I want to keep this one from Makeup Forever and see if, like, this is a really nice, like, true red. If I actually wanted, yeah, I feel like I would be silly to declutter this, even though I haven't reached for it. I'm not going to declutter this, but then if I haven't reached for this at all, by the end of the year, I should declutter this. Same goes for the Tarte Squad, but I'm going to keep those two, meaning that we're only going to be decluttering 3 lip liners and we're keeping 17. But I'm still okay with that. Even though I barely reach for my lip liner collection, I'm good with this. Okay, next, moving on to, where are we? Are we in frame? There we go. Moving on to lipstick. This is gonna be tough. I would like to get this to be, my lipsticks are literally dusty on top. That's how frequently I reach for my lipstick collection, but I would like to get this down to 36 lipsticks so everything fit in this organizer. Like that would be a good goal, I feel like. So where to begin? I really don't know. I feel like I can start with these two. These are from, my sister gave these to me to try, Ritual de File. These are just really dry. They're really beautiful shades. Now I swatch them and I'm like, they're beautiful shades. It's just like not my favorite formula. They're super similar to one another, so maybe I'll try and just keep one. And I feel like I'd rather keep this one, which is the one on top. Just 'cause I feel like it's more unique to my collection. Okay, so I'm gonna declutter White Thorn and I'm gonna keep Datura. We're gonna do that. What next? I feel overwhelmed. I know I'm gonna keep this one from Bite Beauty. I love this one. This is in the shade Orange Fizz. I get so many compliments when I wear this just because it's such like a bold lip, but such a fun option. Obviously you can't get this anymore, but I'm definitely not getting rid of that because that's very unique to my collection as well. In that same vein, I have this one from Fenty Beauty in the shade Tang Tang. Kind of like that same sort of like orangey shade, but definitely more sheared out. I've already gone through a full tube in a different shade of this Fenty Beauty formula. I really like the formula. It's really comfortable. I wish I had gotten more use out of this past summer, but I also feel like I could make orange work for the fall. So I'm gonna be keeping this. This one from, this one from Lawless. I think I can declutter. This is in the shade Annie. This shade just does not work for me. It's like a pale pink and it truly just does not look good on my lips at all. So I am gonna declutter that one from Lawless. Definitely keeping this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Very Victoria. I do really enjoy this shade. I think the packaging feels really cheap for how much you're paying for Charlotte Tilbury, but I love that shade. So keeping that. And then I know I'm gonna keep my other Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in, is it JK Magic? JK Magic, beautiful shade, right up my alley. Love that one so much. This packaging definitely felt a lot nicer than the original Charlotte Tilbury. This one is from NARS, is new to my collection. I will definitely be keeping this. I love this shade. It's in the shade Bettina. I actually really like this NARS lip crayon formula as well, so I will be keeping that. And then, okay, this one I know from MAC I'm not getting rid of. This is in the shade Sediment. It's a really nude shade, but I really like it, and I love the like marbled pink packaging as well. Like definitely would keep that even just for the packaging. So gonna keep that. Is there anything else I'm like, oh yeah, I can get rid of this? Or yeah, I know I'm gonna keep maybe. I will be keeping this one from e.l.f. This is the cream, or this is their satin lipstick in the shade Cream. A really nude shade again, but I do love a good nude lip. I was really hoping this one from Lawless was gonna work because I love a good nude lip, but that shade for some reason just didn't work. But I do love this one from e.l.f. as well, so I'll keep that. I am gonna keep Bow and Arrow. I just put this into a project pan. This is an old Kat Von D lipstick. It's a cooler toned brown nude shade, obviously. And I actually, let me swatch the rest of my Kat Von D lipsticks to see if I'm gonna keep all of them. This next one is in the shade Ludwig, which I'm fairly confident I'm gonna keep. That's more of like a brownie mauve. I do feel like I want to keep that, but maybe then I'll get rid of Cathedral. Let's see. Cathedral is kind of similar to Ludwig, but obviously a little bit deeper. And if I'm going for something this deep in a lip shade, I probably would reach for a liquid lipstick over an actual bullet lipstick. So I will declutter this one from Kat Von D. This is in the shade Cathedral. Let's see what I have still from Urban Decay. Okay, so I have, so I have Weirdo, which is this like bright pink. And I don't really have anything like this pink in my collection. So I think I'll probably keep that, but I might declutter it. So this is in Stark Naked, and I purchased this because everyone used to rave about this, but there is something about Stark Naked that just like does not, something about the undertone that just doesn't look good on my lips. And I keep wanting it to, but it just, it truly looks terrible. So I do just need to like suck it up and actually understand this is not gonna look good on me and just declutter Stark Naked from Urban Decay. So that's what we're gonna do. This one from Maybelline, I think. L'Oreal, the Glow Paradise. This is in the shade 140, Beige Eden. This is a really easy to wear formula, really pretty shade. Kind of reminds me of Baddest Beige, is that what it is? I don't know how close the shades are, but I love this one. It's, again, very easy to wear, almost like a glossy lip. So I'm gonna keep this one from L'Oreal. Plus, always good to have some good drugstore options. Speaking of drugstore options, I'll also be keeping this one from Milani. This is in the shade Tease. And this is just such a beautiful brown lipstick. Actually looks really similar to Bow and Arrow, kind of. Let me swatch those two side by side. Okay, there's Bow and Arrow and there's Tease from Milani. Tease is a little bit more warm tone, but those two are super similar. I'm keeping both of them, but I just thought I would swatch those side by side. I have this one from Stila in the shade Emma, which I've been trying to pan. This again is kind of like a unique pink, but is that similar to... I like cannot get myself to declutter this one from Emma, even though it's so old. Does it look like any of these? Not really. Emma's gonna be a maybe. I'm gonna put Emma in the maybe pile. This is older in my collection. If I just need a few more to declutter to be able to like have this just fit all my lipsticks in this, then I'll declutter Emma. I'm gonna set that aside. Okay, we have a somewhat fresh hand. Okay, let's see this one from Too Faced in Naked Dolly. Another really beautiful, like very nude shade that I just really like. Like I really like a good nude lip. Gonna keep that, even though that's getting old. Let me swatch all of my Tarte Rum Punches. I love the Tarte Rum Punch lipstick formula. It's one of my favorites. So here is Sunkissed. Sunkissed is like more pink than I normally go, but also kind of unique to my collection. Then I have Colada, which is like a really beautiful warm tone brown. Love it so much. We have 5 O'Clock, which is a really beautiful shade as well. That one's a little bit, actually I wanna see how close 5 O'Clock is to Ludwig from Kat Von D. 5 O'Clock is a shade that I don't wear as much, because again, if I'm wearing a shade this deep, it's typically not gonna be a lipstick, especially not this formula, because this is more of like a satin formula. It's not like super slippy, but somewhat. I'm gonna put this Tarte 5 O'Clock shade in the maybe pile as well. I think I'll probably end up decluttering. Yeah, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna declutter this one. I'm gonna declutter 5 O'Clock. I just don't reach for this deep of a shade in a lipstick formula that frequently, so I'm gonna declutter this. Next up, we have Beach Babe, which is obviously not going anywhere. It's a very beautiful nude shade, love it. Then we have Surf's Up. Okay, Surf's Up's a little bit deeper than I would typically like in lipstick form, but it's more of a rosy shade, and I don't feel like I have a lot like this, so I'm gonna keep Surf's Up. And then I have Pink Lemonade, which is another pale nude shade. That one's a little bit more pinky than I like, and that's pretty similar to, it's pretty similar to Sunkissed, I think that was it Sunkissed or was it Colada? Sunkissed. I'm gonna keep this one for right now. This is my favorite lipstick formula, so I will keep Pink Lemonade from Tarte. Moving on, shall we swatch the rest of my MAC lipstick collection? So we have the shade Lustering, which I should declutter. I just don't reach for this type of shade. I think it's pretty, but I just don't. I'm gonna declutter that. I don't reach for that, don't get excited about it. Next up we have Diva, which is really deep, but I remember being like so excited about this one. Plus this is more of a matte formula. Do I wanna try and keep this for one more like basic B season and then see if I use that? Probably. I'm gonna keep Diva from MAC and we'll see if I use this at all come this basic season, and if I don't, I'll declutter it. Next up I have Give In. Another, oh dang, why have I forgotten that I have this? Another pale shade that is more pink again than I typically like to go, but let's see how this compares to Pink Lemonade. Pink Lemonade's more peachy, that's more pink. All right, keeping both. What else we got from MAC? We have Ruby Woo. I have to keep this because it's Ruby Woo, and also my daughter loves this shade. Like she just like literally loves to play with this, so I'll be keeping that. It's not a favorite of mine. I'd rather go for like a red liquid lipstick like this, but I have to keep that for my daughter. And then I have the shade Mocha, which it looks like my daughter played with, possibly. which is that shade right there. Do I like that? I don't know that I do. Okay, so I just put this on my like lips to see how I like the shade against my skin tone. I actually really like that. So I'm gonna keep this. Let me just swatch. This one from ColourPop's going in a project right now. It is in the shade Brat Pack. It is a very brown shade, but I am gonna keep that obviously because I am panning it. This one from Tom Ford in the shade Indian Rose. I feel like this is like a cult classic. I could be wrong. That's pretty. I'm gonna keep that. I have this mini from NARS in the shade Toledo. Is that right? Toledo. Okay, that's pretty. That's super pretty. I need to wear that. Okay, keeping that. Next up, this is from, I don't even know what brand. Bella Pierre Cosmetics in the shade Incognito. There it is swatched right there. That's really pretty, but I can tell you honestly, I haven't reached for this shade one time since it being in my collection, so I feel like I should just declutter this in hopes that I can fit all my lipsticks at the end of this in this container. Let's do this one from It Cosmetics next. This is in the shade Humble, and I feel like I really like this shade. Yeah, I do. Even though it's deeper than I typically go on a lipstick, I think it's really pretty. So I'm gonna keep Humble from It Cosmetics. This one from Milk, I'm definitely keeping. This is in the, or sorry, this is not from Milk. This is from Kosas. This is in the shade Vegas. Again, a really beautiful nude shade, right up my alley. Definitely keeping that. Then this one from Milk in the shade Cream. I got this at a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's. You can't get this anymore, but I'm definitely keeping that. That's like just a nude lipstick lover's dream. Let's move on to this one from Flower Beauty. This is in the shade Peachy Nude. That's very pink and peachy. I do like this one, but I don't wear it that frequently. I want to see actually, oh, is this pretty much the same as the Stila one in the maybe pile? Those two are very similar. This one is a little bit more peachy maybe. I feel like I actually like Stila Emma better. I'm gonna put both of these in the maybe pile and we'll likely decide to just keep one. We'll see. All right, this is what I've got left. Let's do these two from Maybelline. I have Undressed Pink. I feel like I could probably declutter that, but also I have like nothing like that in my collection, but I feel like that's just not a pink I'm reaching for literally ever. I should probably declutter that. Then I have Truffle Tease, which is such a popular one. I'm definitely gonna keep Truffle Tease. That's a beautiful shade. I need to reach for that more often. Can you guys see the dust falling off some of these lipsticks? Oof. I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile. We're maybeing that. I'm definitely gonna keep this one from ColourPop in collaboration with Barbie. This is in the shade Golden Beach. Can you tell I have a type of nude? I love that so much. I'm also for sure keeping this one from Natasha Denona. This is in the shade I Need a Nude. Is that what it is? I Need a Nude. Amorosa? Amorosa? Yes. Love that so much. Definitely keeping that. This one from Buxom in the shade White Russian. This actually is more pinky. So do I really, oh, there's something about this Undressed Pink. I'm like, I kind of want that. Let me smell this one. It smells normal. Okay. I do feel like I really enjoy this every time I wear it. This Buxom, what is it? The matte lipstick in the shade White Russian. I'm maybeing that. I have another Buxom lipstick. This is a coral one, a bright coral for a fun pop of color. Still smells normal even though this is really old. I'm definitely keeping that. That's a unique color to my collection. And then I also have this one from Bite, which is in the shade Pickled Ginger, which is another like fun pop of color and unlike anything I have in my collection. So I'm definitely keeping that. So far I have 7 total declutters. I'm not sure how many I had to declutter to get these to fit in, but let's see how we're doing. It's nice because these two pencils kind of fit together, as well as these two pencils. I have 4 slots open. I actually have 4 lipsticks left, which is funny. I'm definitely going to keep this one from Maybelline. This is this one right here in the shade Undressed Pink. I just think that's unique to my collection. And then I'm going to keep Stila Emma, which is... Which one was Stila Emma? I can't remember. I think I'm going to declutter Flower Beauty Peachy Nude. I think this is a pretty one, but I just don't get excited about this one. And there's other shades I'd rather reach for. So I'm going to declutter that. And then I am going to keep... Yes? I'm going to keep Buxom White Russian for now. At least for now. We can always, you know, there's always later to declutter. So this is what my new lipstick collection looks like as the sun comes out to highlight everything. And then these are the 8 lipsticks that I will be decluttering for my lipstick collection. Here is my liquid lipstick collection. Already feeling overwhelmed. Should we start with the reds perhaps? I'm gonna start with all of my red liquid lipsticks. I have 39 liquid lipsticks total, by the way. We'll start with all of my reds. So up first I have from Rare Beauty, I have Inspire. I hope that you guys can see everything that I'm doing. That's more like a reddy, or an orangey red. Oh shoot, am I in frame? From Ofra, I have the Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Brickell. And you see the colors. Okay. One of my favorite reds of all times is the ColourPop I Love Sarah E Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Ariba. I have Persona Holy Grail. Not quite the same as Ariba. Then I have this one from Dose of Colors. Of course, the sticker came off, but this I feel like is more of like an orangey coral red. Hopefully the light coming through my window is not too distracting. Sorry if it is. That's super pretty. I'm definitely not going to be decluttering that. That's super unique to my collection. From NARS, I have Don't Stop. This is definitely not a favorite formula of mine. So that's super similar to ColourPop Ariba, and honestly very similar to this one from Ofra as well, Brickell. So I feel like I can declutter this one from NARS. This is in Don't Stop. I'm definitely keeping Persona Holy Grail, which is this one right here. I don't think I can get myself to declutter American or ColourPop I Love Sarah E Ariba. Don't judge me. It doesn't even smell off. It doesn't. I just realized something red dripped all over this. What is that from? Is that from NARS American Women? What the heck is that from? I don't know, but I don't want it to get everywhere. Okay, anyway. Next up from Dose of Colors, I have Bittersweet, which is like this orangey red. It actually looks super similar, in my opinion, to this. I think it was like Coral Confession or something. But the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula is my favorite, so I'm going to keep that one as well. I have another one, which I'm not sure the name of. The sticker came off this one as well. Where's my Mondays? This one kind of almost has like a pinky reddish tone to it that I don't actually love that much, so I'm going to declutter this one from Dose of Colors. I don't know what shade this is. Okay, trying to clean up the mess from the one shade that like dripped everywhere, that I still don't know which one it is. These two, I'm gonna keep this one. I feel like I have lipsticks similar to this like orangey shade that I could reach for that I'd rather, that aren't quite so fire engine-y red, but like a little bit more coral. So I actually think I'm gonna declutter this one from Rare Beauty. It is in the shade Inspire. And then I'm gonna keep Ofra Brickell, which I believe is swatched right here. And I'm gonna swatch this one from Lime Crime. This is in the shade True Love. This I feel like is similar to this Coral Confession, but almost has like a little bit more pink in it. Super unique to my collection as well. I am gonna keep this one from Lime Crime. Okay, I have a somewhat fresh hand again. Let's do like deeper reds. I don't have a ton of those. So from Huda Beauty, I have First Class. Oh, that's a super deep, almost chocolate brown. I don't feel like I'm gonna like that on my lips. I'm gonna declutter this one from Huda Beauty. I have number 16 from Folklore, which, ooh, that's more of like a rosy shade. I don't feel like I love that shade either. That just like doesn't look like a shade I would use that much. So I'm gonna declutter that one too. Yay, look at me decluttering some of my liquid lipsticks. I don't use them that much. This one from Dose of Colors, I believe is in the shade Mondays. It looks like the sticker wore off this one as well. But I love this shade. It's a really beautiful kind of like burnt terracotta, and I think it's so pretty for the fall time. So I'm gonna keep that. And then from Jeffree Star, I have the shade Unicorn Blood. That one still smells normal. And this is a really vampy shade, similar to Mondays from Dose of Color, but also different. I'm gonna keep this so that I have a vampy liquid lipstick in my collection for the fall. And then I have a couple of just like more mid-toned like shades that I just don't know about. This one from ColourPop in the shade Bumble. So old. So old. I thought I had finished Bumble. Like I thought I had finished. I'm gonna keep Bumble. I actually really like this shade. This one from Ciate, I think I'm gonna declutter. This is their Liquid Velvet in the shade Pinup. I feel like I've kept this so many years being like, I'm definitely, ooh, actually, that is a pretty mauve shade. I'm gonna keep it. In the spirit of decluttering, kidding, but I'm gonna keep this one. Next, everything is pretty nude. Like some are like a little bit more mauve-y nudes. Some not so much. How do I wanna do this? Okay, let's try and do maybe mauve-y nudes. So let's start with Fenty Beauty Uncuffed because I don't want to get rid of this. I really like this lipstick or liquid lipstick formula. What would this be similar to? Let's just swatch. This is, ooh, I should have swatched this with mid-tone shades. Ooh, that's pretty from Dose of Colors. I like that. That's in the shade, oh, this is the shade Mondays. I have no idea what that other shade was then, but I'm gonna keep that. And then do I have, okay, let's see. Oh, that's much more pale than I was expecting. Let me swatch my other Dose of Colors to see if I want all these. So that one was in the shade Lazy Daisy. Oh, I love Lazy Daisy. Definitely not decluttering that. Then I have Flirty, which is definitely more of a pink. I feel like Flirty sometimes is a little too pink for me. Ooh, and then I have that, which is very pale pink. This is Bear With Me. Bear With Me got really stained. I actually feel like I would use Flirty more than Bear With Me. Bear With Me just looks really like peachy pink, just doesn't look like a flattering tone on me. So I think I'm gonna keep Flirty, and I'm going to actually declutter this one. I know there's one that I don't love on me from Dose of Colors, and I think it's this one, which is in the shade Bear With Me. I also have this one from Dose of Colors that I'm definitely keeping. This is in the shade A Mauve Story. I love this shade. Love this liquid lipstick, and I'm also working on panning this one. I know I'm definitely gonna keep this one from Persona as well. This is in the shade OG, which I think is I think that one's such a beautiful brown toned nude. And then I'm also gonna be keeping Leo from Lawless. This is another really beautiful like warm toned nude. What else? I'm for sure gonna keep a cool tone nude that I love is the shade Sugar Cookie from Too Faced. Really beautiful cool tone nude. I actually love that shade. Definitely keeping that. I'm also gonna keep this Maybelline 24-hour color stay. This is in the shade, okay, I'm not sure what shade this is in, but I love this one as well. It's another beautiful nude. I'd like to pair this with the almost chapstick type product on the other end, because otherwise this is like way too dry for me. Let me see this one from Jeffree Star. This is in the shade Skin Tight. I don't know why I keep this around. I keep feeling like I'm gonna use this someday, and I'm definitely just not. So I'm gonna declutter Skin Tight from Jeffree Star. This one from NYX is the Shine It Loud in the shade Goal Crusher. I just purchased this. I haven't even opened this yet, so I'll definitely be keeping this. I have this one from NARS. Again, this isn't my favorite formula from NARS. That's in the shade American Woman, and that looks super similar to, I think that was Persona OG. So I feel like I can declutter American Woman because I have similar shades. So I'm gonna declutter this. That leaves us with these right here. So I'm gonna swatch Beauty Bakery Ginger Snap. I like the shade of this. And then I have this one from Folklore in the shade 4. What does this look like? That's super brown, and I feel like I'm gonna declutter this one from Folklore. This is in the shade 4. This one from Rare Beauty I think I'm gonna keep. This is in the shade Courage. I actually don't mind this formula from Rare Beauty. I actually kind of really like it just because it's more comfortable. Yeah, that's super pretty. I'm gonna keep that one, and then I think I'll also keep the small one I have. This is in the shade Fearless. These two are similar, but I like both of them. So I'm gonna keep both of those. Let me see how hot buttered rum compares to this one from Beauty Bakery, which I haven't decided on. I don't feel like I like the shade hot buttered rum on me. I think it's too warm. So I'm gonna declutter this, but I think I am gonna keep Ginger Snap from Beauty Bakery. I do like that for a fall shade, which leaves me to 5 old Kylie liquid lipsticks, as well as this NYX lip lingerie. The NYX lip lingerie is in the shade Bedtime Flirt. I actually do really enjoy that shade. I'm gonna keep that. And then for my Kylie liquid lipsticks, I have Savage, definitely keeping, love that. I also have Ginger. I'm curious how Ginger compares to Ginger Snap. Let's see. Okay, they are a little bit different. Okay, I'll keep both of those. Then from Kylie, I also have is that Commando? Yes. I'm gonna keep Commando, but I'm not sure if that is a shade that's gonna flatter me. I can't remember the last time I wore that, so I'm not sure about that one. I'm gonna keep it for now, but maybe we'll declutter later. I have Apricot, which definitely is way more pink than I typically like, pretty much ever. So I think I'm gonna declutter Apricot. That does not look like a shade I'm gonna wear. And then I also have the shade Candy K, which I love. That's such a beautiful nude. So I'll be keeping Candy K. Okay, here are all my keeps for my liquid lipsticks. I'm not sure how I'm gonna store these yet. Do I wanna keep Bumble or no? I don't know why Bumble just kind of like stood out to me there for a moment. Yeah, I'll keep it. Okay, ignore me. And then I'm decluttering 11 liquid lipsticks, which I actually feel really good about. I wasn't sure how liquid lipsticks would go. I don't wear them all that often, so I don't feel as emotionally tied to them, but then I could see myself not decluttering that, so I feel good about getting rid of 11. So really quick, I do just have 6 lip stains. I am gonna keep this one from Fenty Beauty. This is the new one in strawberry sangria or sangria slush, whatever it is. I have this YSL lip stain in the shade 22. I also have another YSL lip stain in the shade 23. I actually really like the YSL lip stain formula. And then I have these 3 from e.l.f., which I really like. I don't think they do the best job of staining the lips, but I still think it's like a good formula, or like it's a formula I like. So this one is in the shade Pinkies Up. I'm gonna keep that. Then I have the shade Power Mauve, which I'm gonna declutter. That's just not a shade I'm gonna reach for that often, so I'm gonna declutter that. And then I also have Basic Beige, which I feel like I don't need that either. I'm gonna keep Pinkies Up and declutter these 2. And then if you guys wanted to see these ones swatched, there's YSL number 23. I love that. YSL number 22 is this really fun pink coral shade. I wish I had reached for this one more this summer. I'm disappointed in myself. And then the Fenty Beauty Sangria Slush, or Strawberry Sangria, is that right there. So I'm gonna keep these 4 and declutter these 2. All right, you guys, here is an overhead shot, a bird's eye view, if you will, of all of the products that I have decided to declutter throughout the course of this 5-part series. There are 111 products in total, meaning that I did hit my goal of decluttering at least 20% of my makeup collection when I went into this declutter. My total number of makeup products, not including eyeshadow palettes and single eyeshadows that come in like a pan, not like a pot, was 549 products, and now I am down to, I believe, 438. So we did declutter about 20.2% of my makeup collection. All right, you guys, after that, that is going to wrap up and conclude my entire makeup declutter series. I am so happy that I went through my entire makeup collection and I actually feel like I got rid of stuff rather than just like a few things here or there. So I feel so accomplished. Getting rid of over 100 products, my feelings about it, I did reach my goal of 20%. It is about 20.2% of my entire makeup collection. My makeup, based on my makeup inventory, when I started this, I will be down to under 450 products. I would love to see my collection never grow over 450 products at this point in time now. That's excluding eyeshadow palettes as well as single like pans of eyeshadow. But it also just makes me realize, like, I don't want to say like how much money I've wasted on makeup, but kind of. Now granted, with the exception of a few expired products here and there, the majority of the products that I'm decluttering, I'm going to pass along to my friends, family, put it in like my daughter's play makeup kit. So it's not like it's all going in the trash, but it definitely does make me just aware, especially because I have not been doing my makeup that much this year. Granted, my stress level has been like 10,000 and eventually my life will calm back down and I'll be doing my makeup more frequently. But I'm like, dang, I could buy so many other things for the price of all that makeup. Like, my daughter's begging me for like a Disney World trip, and like, I'm gonna make that happen before I buy myself another 111 products worth of makeup. But I'm very excited to feel like I'm like gaining control of my makeup collection again. I'm very excited because I do have quite a few like lip glosses and some foundations that I'm really close to finishing that will be empties by the end of the year. So I'll be excited to see where my makeup inventory lies at the end of the year. Spoiler to my makeup rehab, but I did not and have not bought anything since my last makeup rehab series, maybe like 1 or 2 palettes, but not any makeup products, which I'm so proud of myself for. And I just really want to continue that and actually get use out of my current collection before just buying everything under the sun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my makeup declutter series. I would love to know how you're feeling about your current makeup collection. Have you decluttered recently? Do you feel just like great about everything in your collection? How are you feeling about makeup in this moment? I would love to know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video, for supporting my channel, for supporting my declutter series. I appreciate it and I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in tomorrow's my windows are open. I will catch you in tomorrow's video for the start of palette week. Bye, you guys.